Antonio, Texas. As we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the AT&T Center. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Look at Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they're coming in this game also looking for payback after dropping the last one. They play each other just twice this season, and they certainly do not want to be swept.
Certainly not. And when you look at these two teams, they are very evenly matched. You know they'll want revenge tonight after losing the last game earlier this season. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story. Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
Pass to Smith. And he banks in the layup. And seeing Manu as a rookie, Smitty, what were your early impressions?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, Kevin, he was unpredictable. He was definitely NBA ready. He had already been a pro for 7 years before he came over, and he played an important role for us winning that title.
Now, here's Vassell. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Here's the three, and the basket by Vassell.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
First team.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Williamson outside. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 5.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's Carter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Pass to Middleton to end the run. Another miss by Middleton.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And here is Williamson. Middleton left side. And he goes in for the dunk.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
Now, here's Vassell. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
Williamson looking it over. Pass to Middleton. And he hits the jump shot.
Staying unselfish, keeping your eyes up. So important for a young player. Zion, mature beyond his years.
Smith outside. Carter. It's good on the putback.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach. He told me they always have to be alert, and especially against this team because of its discipline and focus. He said we'll get embarrassed if we're inattentive at the defensive end. We must stick with our principles and do the little things. Kevin, they did win the first meeting of the season, and we'll see if they can get it done again tonight.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
which is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of energy. We could see them go to their bench early to try and stay fresh.
Spurs leading by 7. Here's Kuminga. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside for Curry. It's tipped.
Great anticipation from Devin Vassell. Timed the shot perfectly.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Kuminga. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's Curry outside.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on him. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Bucks trail by 13. Adams outside. Pass to Middleton. Back to Adams. To end the drought. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Keon Johnson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
No good on the second free throw. Spurs leading by 12. Now Kuminga. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. That one no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Adams taking his time here. Hits it down to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Kuminga. Middleton can't get it to go.
And they bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Out left of the wing. Here's Vassell. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Vassell's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Hits it down to Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Another miss by Middleton.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Pass to Vassell. Good on the three-point shot. Vassell's got a couple of threes now in the first for San Antonio.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Middleton outside. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. San Antonio leading by 17. And a miss there on the triple. Down low, Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Flashing his vertical there. Williamson really makes dunking look so effortless. He's special.
Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Hill looking it over. Pass to Williamson. The 15-footer. A rebound by the Spurs. .105 left to play here in the first. Smith with it. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
In the corner, Middleton with it. It's back to Hill. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
For 3, Smith. Misses for the 5th time this game, marking it 1 for 6.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one is off.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The drive by Hill. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game.
50.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
And it's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? To Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. All sorts of time. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 5 points in the game. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
There's the three, and the three ball is good. Smith's got 6.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Juzang. Outside Hill. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Here's Kuminga. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Here's Hill. That shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that will be the middle game of this three-game homestand.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kuminga with it. He's picked up by Hill. It's Carter, high post. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 10 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's Hill penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here is Smith. 6 points for him. Launches it. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the three ball here in the second quarter.
Hill with it. 8 points for him. There's a good screen. That one misses. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Smith surveying the D. Fires from deep. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Bucks trail by 20. And here is Adams. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Inside. Rebound by Smith.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And he uses the glass on the layup. 13 points in the game.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
To the middle. Here's Portis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
Pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Adams outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Now, here's Kuminga. That one a little long. The Bucks really having a tough go here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Johnson outside. Puts up a three. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Portis. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Johnson surveying the floor. Off on the layup.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Middleton can't get it to go.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Johnson. Nurkic with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. That one off the back iron and out.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Middleton outside. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Middleton. Portis the screen. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Middleton.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year. And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. And with his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
San Antonio with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Has to rush. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Portis. And Adams has got the ball here for the Bucks. Adams drawing the double team. Here's Nurkic. Here's Middleton. Misses the layup.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
First team foul.
San Antonio leading by 22. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson right side. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Johnson's got 7.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Spurs foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
6 seconds left in the first half. Here's Adams. Doesn't go that time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's San Antonio just dominating this one. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. No good there. And the Spurs going the other way now. Smith with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's Vassell. Drains the three-pointer. Vassell's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Spurs. Pass to Middleton. "14 feet away." The rebound by the Spurs.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate. Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. The shot comes out. Here's Adams. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's San Antonio. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. The shot's good from Smith.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Adams outside. Pass to Portis. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Curry for 2. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Both teams will make substitutions. Timeout called, the Bucks.
First team foul. Substitution on court. Bucks call timeout. Go Spurs, you dance team.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Marshall. Banked in off the glass.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now Curry. Shot to stop the run. They get it back. Goes back up. Unable to get that one.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Geiger. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. In the corner, Middleton with it. Looking to get back on track here. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run. by San Antonio.
To the left side wing. Here's Geiger. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Now Hill. He's got 8. Pass to Williamson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
Johnson outside. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. And Hill throws it down.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Here's Johnson. It's good. Johnson's got 9.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside Hill. Williamson outside. Clock at 6. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Johnson attacking. And it's denied. Fast break, Milwaukee. Williamson with the ball.
Zion just overwhelms the competition. Unstoppable here.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Rush. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good from 18.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Outside Hill. Over Johnson. Here's Gilbert. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now Rush. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
Here's Williamson. That's tipped. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Johnson can't get it to go. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 14-5 run here. And he comes up with the deuce. Williamson's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is where Zion's most dangerous. Out in the open floor, getting set up for the finish.
And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Spurs leading by 23. Now here's Johnson. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Geiger. Marshall with it. Kicks it out to Johnson.
Come get it, come get it.
Bates grabs the
2
miss.
minutes remaining in the third.
So it's the Bucks now. And the dunk by Williamson.
And perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Milwaukee foul. Second
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Outside Hill. Here's Gilbert. That shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Kicks it out to Johnson. Look at that.
Nice.
And he dunks it down.
He almost got too much air on that one.
Yeah, the man can fly. What a show.
Never underestimate the creativity of these guys. They've turned dunking into an art form.
Puts one up from 19. Hill, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
It's back to Hill. Pass to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Geiger. The rebound by the Bucks. Outside Hill. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on the layup. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's San Antonio delivering the blowout.
55.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's San Antonio now. Smith outside. Over Hill. Smith, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Outside Hill. Pass to Bates. Over Bass. Milwaukee the rebound. Good on the bucket. 12 points for Hill.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Smith outside. And here is Marshall. 13 feet away. And here is Hill. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Offensive rebound.
Milwaukee foul.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
First team foul.
The topic of parity is always front and center with the NBA. So, Steve, how do you see the balance in the league these days?
Well, Kevin, the NBA's done a good job trying to keep financial equality between teams. But the biggest stars want to play in the biggest markets. So parity will always be a factor.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Lays it up and banks it in. Kuminga's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Pass to Juzang. To the inside. It's stolen by Bass. Jumps up. And Smith with the stuff.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Back to Williamson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Spurs ball. Substitution of
And it's the Spurs ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Johnson. And Sarr pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Geiger. Johnson outside. Here's Marshall. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Geiger. From deep. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Milwaukee ball. Into the box. Bobby Portis.
And Milwaukee has possession. Adams outside. Pass to Bates. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now Johnson. Johnson the screen. Nifty move. Jams it in off the great move.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Pass to Sarr. Lays it up off the glass. Sarr's got his first basket.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Adams wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Ball stolen. Here we go, all alone. There's the triple. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. Clock at 4. Here's Bates. The 3. Offensive rebound. Left side, Adams. They shoot again. No good that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Pass to Geiger. The tray. Traps in the tray. Geiger's got 5 points now this quarter.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Sarr pulls it down. Now here's Adams. Fires for 3. That one's not going to go.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Yep, it counts. Johnson's got 19 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Out to the wing. Pass to Saw. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Juzang. Back to Adams. And taken away by Johnson. And Rush with a clear path to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Rush.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Portis the screen. Pass to Saw. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Geiger. It's rebounded by Portis. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Here's Juzang. Pass to Song. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Substitution on court.
Here's Goodrich. Marshall with the steal. Here's Geiger. Pass to Kuminga. Lets it go from deep. And Sarr pulls it down. And it's the Bucks ball. Goodrich with it. Over in the corner, Portis. 5 to shoot. Middleton for 3. Rebound by Marshall. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 19-4 run right now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Smith.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Fires from the wing. And that one goes long. And here is Goodrich. Shoots the 3. He's off on that one. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here
Him and the got acquainted. I'm toxic, now she treat him like a stranger.